Are you a business owner that could use just one more customer? Those empty tables, vacant appointments, idle employees, and expired merchandise are missed opportunities. What if there were a community that connects you to high-value and motivated customers, giving you a competitive edge in the marketplace and increasing your revenue? Introducing Partners One. You keep doing what you do best, taking care of your customers, and we'll do what we do best, sending you new customers to take care of. Call us today to find out how Partners One can work for your business.
Welcome to the Rocket Right Show, starring Hurricane Betsy Barnes and Dr. K. Solar. Two busy blondes with their fingers on the pulse of all things Louisiana. Events, health, leisure, entertainment, and more. It's the Rocket Right Show. And now, here's Betsy and Kay.
We like it, we love it, we want some more of it. I know you want to know what we're talking about. We're talking about protecting our protectors and doing a little bit to help those that take such good care of keeping us safe and secure. We also are going to be talking about puppies, puppy treats, and some of our favorite people. And so in our show, we really do have a variety of things that we love, and we're also going to be talking about road tripping.
Road tripping.
That's right. So later in the show, we're going to have Nicole Quinlan, who is the developer and founder of Trip Chat. This is actually a phone app that has amazing capabilities to take you anywhere and everywhere you want to go. She's a Lafayette-based business owner who is expanding globally, and she's got a few announcements that she's going to share with us. And then we're also going to be talking with some puppy rescuers and people who love to foster puppies. Several weeks ago, we had some puppies.
Yes.
And so any chance to bring puppies back, we love puppies. So Canine Rouge Rescue is coming as the guest of one of our very good friends, Gabby Loubier Higgins of Brouhaha. So she's got some great puppy treats. And then...
Yes, I could even eat them myself, and I can vouch that my dog loves them. Yes, 100%.
Have you been eating Gabby's doggy cupcakes?
I might have tried one. I'm just saying. Yeah. I have to test it out, you know. I think my dog was the first one who tried one, though, and, yeah, they are so good. And yeah, he craves them. He sends me with a list and says, you better go by there before you come home.
You'd have to know Kay's dog. He probably does right, and he probably does have a list. And he has a lot of costumes. And then our first guest tonight is Pat Englade. And you probably recognize Pat Englade because he is the former chief of police for the city of Baton Rouge for 13 years, for a good long time. And also the founder of Capital Area Law Enforcement Foundation. And so Pat's been our guest for 6 years, off and on for 6 years, because we're coming up on our 6-year anniversary and a year on TV. But about 4 years ago, a need was created with the assassination of some police officers, and we're coming up on that anniversary from the Benny's Car Wash here in Baton Rouge. And so you have, since that time, you and others have been raising funds for Angel Armor for high-powered rifle protection. So thank you for coming back. We love you. And we appreciate everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
And then we want to talk about your other company as well. But first, you have a golf tournament coming up to help raise money for CALEF, Capital Area Law Enforcement Foundation.
We do. Of course, everything was messed up last year with COVID, and it hurt us bad. Every nonprofit suffered, but we suffered also. And we're trying to make up for that this year. We're getting everything lined up. I spent a few months in the hospital, so we're kind of getting back to where we need to be now, and we're getting everything scheduled. You mentioned a week from Saturday will be the 5th anniversary of the Benny's Car Wash.
Yeah.
I call it a massacre because that's what it was.
Yes.
Where we had 3 police officers, well, 1 deputy and 2 police officers, and then 3 more shot and killed in Baton Rouge. And from that developed CALEF.
Yes.
And the need, because all those guys had vests on that day. It just wasn't enough protection for what they needed. This guy had a high-powered rifle, and those bullets were going right through those vests. And we went out and searched for a vest we thought was the best in the market, which happened to be Angel Armor, and we made a connection with them. And so Now we've bought in the neighborhood of 2,000 vests. We've raised $1.5 million probably by now, and we're going to continue that because there's still a need.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've done tailgates. I've been involved with you doing some tailgate parties, one at Lamar Dixon. David DeLucci has helped you.
Yes, he has.
By doing some archery and some other different types
Shooting,
of sports.
yes.
And so there's been a lot of different events that CALEF has done to raise money, but also raising awareness for the need for this type of protection. Now, Angel Armor, tell us a little bit about the parent company of Angel Armor. Don't they own several different, very successful businesses?
Well, the main company is OtterBox.
Everybody's had an OtterBox at one point or another.
And OtterBox just spreads out from there.
Yes.
And Angel Armor, they happen to lose a close friend. There was a police officer to rifle fire. And they set out to develop something. His dad said, I can make this case for a phone not to break it. We need to make a vest that a police officer, if he gets shot, can survive from.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's where the concept came from.
Yeah. So you and I have spent a lot of time, and Kay, we've spent a lot of time. But there are people that we have a reach now that might not have heard the difference in the weight of the custom-fitted Angel Armor vest compared to the traditional Kevlar vest. Tell us a little bit about the difference between those two and the comfort level and the mobility, because I think that's really important for people to understand. This is really something that's needed.
Well, the Kevlar vest by itself is very light, but it's not protection. We found that out. Unfortunately, we found out the bad way. But Angel Armor created and spent a ton of money creating these new vests that are light and it will withhold almost every rifle you can shoot at it, because we've personally done that to make sure the vest works the way it's supposed to. So we went through a lot of homework to get this done, and we settled on them, and they've been such a good partner for us. Anything we need from those people, they come in. These vests are fitted like a suit. You have to come in, and when females are the same way, we have to come in and they start here and work their way down, and that vest has to fit specifically for them. I can't give you mine, you can't give me yours. It has to be, so it's tailor-made for these officers. And hopefully, in the long run, we will save lives. That's our ultimate goal.
And each one of these vests cost about how much?
About $1,500 is my price.
Right. So you've already donated to 30 or more law enforcement agencies.
Over 50 now.
Yeah, who could not afford within their city, small town, city budgets to be able to provide this type of protection. But people who want to kill police officers or who are involved in some sort of violence, their ammunition is more high-powered. It's not just a regular .22. We're not talking about people that are just out there kind of shooting. These are people who are intending to kill police officers in some cases, and this might be the difference between them walking away and going home.
Well, we've seen a complete transition from handguns to rifles with criminals in general. There was a day that most criminals carried a handgun. Now you can't find one with a handgun. They're all heavy. The weapons of choice now are AR-15s and AK-47s, which are they can spew out many rounds at a time. They had a shooting on Florida Boulevard last week. I think they had 80 rounds that were spent out on the grounds. Lucky more people weren't killed than that.
Wow.
And they said 4th of July, they were crunching them on the roads as they were going. There were so many casings out to the police officers. It's another world we're living in, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, and I recently saw some statistics in that Baton Rouge was number one, right there with Baltimore.
We're tired with Baltimore.
For the number one murders per 100,000 people, and we're one of the smaller cities that is on that list.
That's correct. That's not a good. That's not a good number to be at.
No, it's not.
If you're a police department.
Or if you're a tourist who's coming to visit.
Well, I think it affects. You know how it affects everything.
Yeah, right.
People, when they're thinking about moving to a location, one of the first things they look at: schools, crime, those sort of things.
Right.
And of course, we got not much to brag. So we got to get ourselves in straight here.
We do. So you also have another company, and it is Louisiana Safety and Security Consultants. Is that right?
Yes. Well, that's Greg Ferris. Do you remember Greg?
Yes.
Greg
Another former Baton Rouge police
Greg
chief.
is another former police chief and the sheriff of East Baton Rouge. And he and I have been friends for 50 years, I guess, or more. And we just decided we want the thing about company implies that you make money. We don't make much money. In fact, we're doing seminars right now around Baton Rouge, mostly women coming, and we teach them what's going on in Baton Rouge, what we can do to help you protect yourself and stay safe. And it's been very popular. We've filled up every class so far. I think we only have room for one more date that's filled, and we'll see what everybody wants to do. We'll be glad to help if they need us.
And we'll share that on our Facebook for Rocket
you.
Ride Entertainment. And so if somebody wants to participate in this golf tournament benefiting CALEF.
Yeah, let's talk about when it is.
Oh, when
Because they've got
I'm
plenty
sorry,
of time.
when is it?
Well, the good thing is we scratched last year, and we decided we wanted to move locations. So we're going to Copper Mill out in Zachary this year, and it's October the 8th, which is a Friday, which is a big deal because most charity golf tournaments occur on Mondays. And so now we've got a Friday, which should be a big draw for everyone to come out. And, the guys don't have to worry about going home and getting cleaned up, whatever the word is, and go back to work the next day. So that weekend is I hope will be very popular, but it is our biggest fundraiser of the year.
So how much is it for a team?
It's $1,000 per team.
Okay.
We're looking for sponsors, as we always do. We have a bunch of restaurants that have offered to help us. They'll be out on the course like they always do. We've been very, very fortunate with people that have volunteered. I have retired cops that have come out by the droves to help us and at the tournament. So it's a neat experience.
So we actually have some graphics of the logo and the flyer, but we're going to put that on our Facebook page so people can find it very easily.
Right.
And so you also are teaching conceal and carry?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes.
So if somebody wants to sign up for conceal and carry, what would be the best way for them to do that?
The easiest thing that I can suggest to people is go to my Facebook page, and all the information's on there. My email, my contact, all my personal stuff's on there. Email me, contact me. I'll be glad to help them out.
Sure. So you can go to Pat Englade, Englade on Facebook.
Yes, you can go to that, or you can go pnglade1@cox.net.
Okay.
That's my email.
And then, or calef.la.
Correct.
Yeah, we're so glad that you could come. Thank you so much, Pat Englade.
So good to see y'all again.
Thank you. And we're going to be right back talking about coffee and puppies.
Yeah, lots of puppies.